Welcome back to Seeking the Truth, Part 3. Putting the pieces together. I'm learning how to retrain your brain, reprogram, and utilizing God with the process. This whole thing that I'm speaking about is personal. No one outside of you knows anything about this, or ever will unless you tell them. So when we acknowledge that we lie to ourselves and we make an honest effort to recognize it, become aware of it, do things differently, say no, I'm not going to do it that way, reprogramming your own brain, deprogramming the old stuff. There's nobody outside of you. Your spouse, your kids, your best friends. There is nobody that can help you with this but God. No one. There's nobody that's going to validate that you're on the right track but God. There's nobody that's going to pat you on the back but God. This is not one of those things where you're feeling good about yourself because you're conquering some task, or I want to say conquering demons, but that's not, again, I don't like using harsh words, but you know what I mean when I say that. There's no one to pat us on the back for that. You know, good job, Amy. Good job, so-and-so. That comes directly from God. It's very difficult to do something along these lines and understand that the rewards and the cheerleader that's on our side, we can't see them, we can't hear them, we just are told there's a God, source, higher power, whatever your terminology is for that. But I know, we all know, in our hearts, there's something greater than us running the show. That is what we need to encourage us and to be our cheerleader. If I'm struggling with this concept of not telling myself lies anymore, I let it sit. I don't fight it. I don't do it, but I don't fight it and try to do something different when I'm lost. I just say, God, I need your help with this. What is it I need to do? What is it I'm missing? The answers always come. They always come. I don't know how and I don't know why. But I do know that when we seek truth through God, through Christ our Savior, through Source, through whatever your belief system is, it comes. It has to. Because when you ask and reach out with a genuine heart, kind of like a parent can't refuse you. He can't refuse you, and he won't. Now, when I speak of religious beliefs, I have to say this very clearly. I am not speaking about religion. I'm speaking about your personal belief system. It might be associated with a different religion of sort, you know, whatever one is out there. But put that out of the equation. Because the only, for me, the only religion for me is my relationship with Christ. My relationship with God. That's my religion. We are misled by our fellow mankind that is in charge of religions to think that we need their guidance to become closer with Christ or God. That's another topic. just keep that in mind. When I say religious beliefs, I do not in any way, shape, or form mean religion. Two separate things. We have a belief system, and it's personal. My belief system is like no one else's. So I can't form a group because there's no two people that will have the exact same belief system. Ever. Which then goes right back to your own spiritual journey. It goes back to what lies are you telling yourself? Because nobody tells themselves the same lie. There's no two people that will tell themselves the same lie. But it's a scary concept. I was scared to look at me. I was afraid. Now, here's the thing. This is what's really crazy. I was afraid of what God would think. And then I had to remind myself of my belief system. I believe there's a higher power, God, source, that loves me unconditionally. This higher power also understands that I am not perfect and I never will be. So I believe that if I'm trying, actively trying and genuinely trying to better myself as a human being spiritually, He's going to be in my corner every step of the way. If I stumble and scrape my knee, He's going to pick me up, kiss my boo-boo, and say, let's keep going. But to go through life and exist telling yourself lies and at the same time seeking truth is a crazy merry-go-round that you'll never get off. You'll never stop telling yourself the lies and you'll never see the truth. Because the truth does not come from mankind. The truth does not come from your buddy. The truth does not come from your kid. The truth does not come from your parent, your spouse, anybody. Any other human being walking this earth is not going to give you the truths that you seek. It's just not going to happen. Because we lie to ourselves. And when we lie to ourselves, we lie to other people. Again, not with malicious intent. Not, for any self-serving reason. It's such a habit that we don't even realize we're doing it. Now, I got to a point where I had to not say anything, remain silent, so that I did not lie to somebody else. Of course, my intentions would have been true to form. I wouldn't have intentionally lied to be malicious, but I would have lied maybe not to hurt their feelings, maybe to not have them look at me differently, all these excuses of why I would lie. God is the number one answer to all the truths that you're seeking. He has them. And as you develop yourself and conquer different things that you need to conquer within, truths start being revealed to you. And it's going to blow your mind. You're going to say, how did I not see that before? Because we cloud ourselves with so much garbage. We just muck the waters in our head that we just don't see it. And mucking the waters in our head is the programming that we have been on since our birth. Now, this has gone on for hundreds of years, by the way, but we can only relate to where we're at now. Since the moment we were born, we have been mucked in the brain We have been programmed to believe that we don't have a connection with God unless we belong to a church. We don't have a connection with God unless we're perfect. Logic says that'll never happen. We will never be perfect. Having a connection with a church is a beautiful thing. But when they shoot down what you know in your heart to be true, there's a problem with that. And then we lie to ourselves. Because these people must know. We have the answers. We have a direct connection to our Maker. We're directly connected from the moment we're born. It's ripped away from us. We're programmed to think that that is not the case. We're programmed to believe that we are nothing without something external in our world connecting the dots between us and God and us and Christ. That is the biggest lie that has ever been told to anybody. Mankind has been living a lie. We are directly connected. Remember that. When you want to seek the truth, you're going to find that as you try, with earnest, with your heart, truly try, He will give you things to validate and reward you for seeking answers. Now, in the next part of this series, I'm going to dive into what it is that our world has done to mankind and why we as individuals have to take control of our own existence. Through God, of course, but we have to take control and stop being led around. On that note, have a blessed day.